Agriculture is the backbone of Uganda's economy. It is the major employer and source of livelihood to over 80% of the population. The bulk of these, however, are smallholder farmers producing mainly for home consumption. The surplus they sell, if at all, is usually too little to make meaningful economic sense, so they rarely have enough resources to purchase modern farm inputs to boost their production. Over the past 2 decades, there have been significant reforms to revamp the agricultural sector by empowering the smallholder farmers to own and take up the introduced innovations, but with minimal success.
Farmers don't 100% embrace scientific technologies because some of the technologies could be not very well adapted to the farmers' conditions, because development of technologies deals with sample areas. If a technology says developed from Namulonge and it is going to be used all over the central region, there is a need for that technology to be localized in Rakai, to be localized in Kasongola, to be localized in Kayunga, to be localized in Mubende. So when we have such technologies and we take them to farmers, say in Mubende, and prescribe technologies like we are giving out radios, it becomes a little difficult. So you should give room to the farmers in Mubende to see how they can innovate with the technologies, to also bring in their knowledge systems so that they can compare the two and they see what fits in those particular environments.
Ebiseera ebisinga omuntu ekintu bw'abanga kiringa ky'omutaddeko obuteesi nga ye si yakiyiiyizza ku lulwe oba nga mu kukiyiiya tabadde part of the process, kati yeesanga nti ekintu ekyo takitwala nnyo nga kikulu.
Various smallholder farmers have always come up with own innovations to remain in production to sustain their livelihoods. This, however, solves only part of the problem, because it is only a few colleagues within the close reach of the innovators who get to know about these innovations. Participatory Ecological Land Use Management, PELAM in short, is a regional network of civil society organizations that support smallholder farmers to use the natural resources at their disposal sustainably. PELAM Uganda, for example, works with various stakeholders in agricultural development to, among other things, promote smallholder farmer innovations that can be replicated for development.
The promotion of local innovations in agriculture are also greatly contributing to the core objectives of the plan for modernization of agriculture, like the core objectives including increasing incomes, promoting food security, promoting sustainable use of natural resources. You find that these local innovations are easily taken up. They're economically viable, they're usually socially and culturally acceptable by the local communities, and they're much easier to take up than the scientific ones. PELAM is a partner of Prolinova that is promoting local innovations in ecologically oriented agriculture and natural resource management. And our involvement as PELAM is mainly in being able to identify these local innovations among the farmers that we are in touch with. We usually send out a call for innovations to all members and partners. And then PELAM, together with other partners like NARO, sit down and we look at them and say, are they really innovations? Are they addressing some significant agricultural problems? And we really try to verify them. We also go down to the field and really look at what these innovations are and what they are addressing. So the ones which are really good and are addressing critical challenges in agriculture are the ones we usually document very well and share with the other farmers. In 2010, we were able to identify 14 innovations, and we verified them, and we prioritized a few for documentation. This documentary is highlighting 4 innovations, and we purposefully selected the 4 innovations to be able to give a broad overview of the agriculture sector. It's not only crop, it's not only livestock, but is quite broad. We have one innovation from Kabale, that is from a farmer called Keith Ramahe. He's an apple grower, and he is being supported by Africa 2000 Network, Uganda, one of the partners of Prolinova. And this innovation is about a concoction that is being used to control powdery mildew disease in apple growing. And this innovation has actually been taken up by other apple growers in his farmer group. Another innovation is from Kalido district by Kamanya Simon Alex. He's being supported by Nile Pro Trust, another partner of Prolinova, and the innovation is addressing low productivity and low incomes from fish farming. And the innovation is about multiplying catfish fries. Then there are 2 innovations from Chikandwa, whose partner is Chikandwa Environmental Association. One is by Nabatanzi Margaret, and the innovation is addressing low incomes and also addressing the issue of food insecurity. She's innovatively using amaranthus seed to make different snacks and food and drinks. Another innovation in the same area is by John Mosisi. He's a farmer and also has some livestock, and this particular innovation is addressing East Coast fever in livestock, and he's using local herbs.
Fish farming is a lucrative enterprise that is being promoted countrywide. The challenge was how to ensure that the preparation sticks to the leaves much longer. If overcome, it would help him not to spray every other day, thereby reducing on the amount of milk used, the associated incomes, and the overall labor requirements. Spraying every day would also deposit a lot of cream onto the plant, which eventually would attract other insects onto the plant to feed on the cream. A would-be solution turning into another problem. To overcome this, Keith discovered that a combination of soap and the Milky solution would offer the desired service. He has since learned that blue soap is better than other types because it has more sticky properties to hold on to the leaves. After using it for over 5 years, he confidently says that it doesn't have any side effects. A combination of good husbandry practices and the concoction has significantly boosted the productivity of the apple trees. For Nabatanzi Margaret, the story rotates around poverty, food insecurity, and curiosity. She has been able to transform the strange-looking amaranthus she picked from the roadside into a wonder crop. As a vegetable farmer, she recalls getting attracted to a conspicuous plant standing out of the weedy shoulders of the newly constructed Kampala-Hoima Highway. She picked the seeds and decided to domesticate it. It offers more foliage. It is tender and very aromatic compared to the local amaranthus. So she integrated it within her vegetable garden and started selling its leaves, just like she was with other vegetable varieties. But unlike the other varieties, this plant produces a lot of seed, and so she decided to harvest the seeds too and keep them in the granary to expand her garden in the subsequent seasons. Better still, she would also sell the seeds to those who believed that it was indeed a very good vegetable. Before then, however, the area suffered a very long drought spell, resulting into an acute shortage of food amongst almost all the families. Trapped in what to feed her family on, Margaret decided to roast and pound some of the seeds to make sauce out of the flour.
Nenfumba enva kati bwe nafumba nendyako nateeka mutesi munyu saateekamu nnyaanya wadde akanzaali nagira okulaba bigenda nga mpaako bannange ho agaye tufunye natandika kulya ne tutwalirako maama n'agamba bulijjo ne bwe tufa amaluma banaye ne tutandikirawo okulya enva amaluma ffe tegaddamu kudda waffe kati tuba tukyali omwo tukyali kunva kati ne wajjawo programu ya Prionova munange nga ntandika kuyiiya kati mbambusiiseeko bwe nti ngenda obusekula ngenda okulaba nga bulabise bulungi nnyo neteekamuko okutunyo nasooka kulyako naye okulaba biringa ebiberenge nanteekamu otunyo nga mpaako bannange ho agaye tufunye natandika kulya.
From then onwards, Margaret decided to grow the amaranthus to produce seed rather than selling the foliage. The right time for harvesting is when seed pulps start to turn yellowish nearly 2 months after planting. She carefully cuts the stalks to avoid any loss. She has taught her children how to do it, and together they can harvest much more within a short time. They then pound it to extract the seed and spread it on a raised rack for drying. During a very bright sunny day, they will be ready within just a few hours, and a little longer during the rainy seasons. The dry seed is then roasted a bit and pounded to make flour. It is from this that she has been able to make a wide range of products, amongst them amaranthus soup, porridge, pancakes, juice, and pop mara, among others. The seeds can also be used as a spice in hot drinks. In this case, roast the seed until it almost burns up and pound. The resultant blackish powder will change the color of hot water just like coffee does.
Omugaso gwa doodo ono ogwa kaawa nze gumbeeredde mulungi. Nalinywa majaani nga entunusi zinkuba nnyo. Sisobola na kaawa yenna gwenywa wadde wa soya. Era olumunywako ng'entunusi zinkuba nnyo. Naye kaakati naweweera era bwe nnyo ku kaawa ono wa doodo mbeerera ddala bulungi nnyo.
The ever-growing demand for Margaret's products is proof to her that it is possible to fight poverty through farming. Already, she has bought a phone to easily get in touch with her customers. She's also constructing a permanent house, and paying school fees for her children is no longer a problem.
Negombanga abaana abasomera mu Kisulo nga bajja maama boogera Oluzungu ko nze nze owange omwana kati ali mu siniya ya 5 asomera mu Kisulo Kampala. Bwe nfunayo ke nfunyeyo ng'akonkasukayo kati nenyumiriza nnyo mu doodo ono nti mufunyeemu nnyo. Ekyali mulwadde wa ulcers nnyo nga ulcers zimutawaanye naye twakizuula nti bw'oba okozesa obuugi obwo oba n'omala obufumbako ne bunnyogoga bw'obunywa bukola bulungi nnyo ulcers teziddayo kuluma.
Her next goal is to expand her Amaranthus seed processing enterprise into a comprehensive and sustainable business. In this direction, the NADS program has given her a milling machine to produce high-quality Amaranthus seed flour in big volumes and within a short time. She has also taught many more farmers in the neighborhood to grow Amaranthus to be able to produce enough seed all the year round, and hence a sustainable supply of the products. Her biggest challenge at the moment is how to package the products to suit supermarket standards.
Era bambuuza kati tubisangewa ejjinja bambuuza tubisangewa beetagayo bwe babisanga oba supermarket oba edduuka lyonna oba kubira n'obagamba mu dduuka gundi supermarket nali nfunye akatale ne bambuuza ebintu byo biriko lebo ebintu byo byakeberebwa kwegamba ekyo kyokka kye neetaaga.
The above innovations are only the tip of the iceberg. There are many more others that have gone undocumented and therefore cannot be duplicated. The time is now for all the stakeholders to recognize that smallholder farmers are a key resource in their own development. Agriculture remains their major source of livelihoods, with no foreseeable alternative in the near future. They also form the basis of the country's agri-based economy, and so, unless supported to develop their ideas, no amount of effort will improve agricultural productivity and therefore their livelihoods.
As we look at addressing the challenges that we have in agriculture, we should not at all neglect what the farmers themselves have, the potential and capacities that is embedded within the farmers themselves, the indigenous knowledge and skills that the farmers do have. We really need to exploit this and use it as much as possible.